Welcome everybody to Facebook Live. John Collins, Beach Realty San Diego Realtor. We're with you today on behalf of ParkBench.com, Pacific Beach, and joined by Eric Pierre, CPA, owner of Bedrock Assurance.
Yes, sir.
And the purpose of our interview today is really just introduce you to one of our local San Diego business owners, share a bit about his business, and talk a bit about the neighborhood, about Pacific Beach and the things we like about it. So we'll jump right into it. If you guys have questions, comments, whether it's questions for us or even just technical help, if you're not able to hear us well or something like that, we really appreciate it. And we'll jump in. All right, so Eric, Bedrock Assurance, please tell us a bit about it. What do you do?
What do I do? Well, so I'm a CPA, and I like helping businesses grow from small to big. And so I like doing that by helping particular business owners understand how they can keep more money in their pocket and less than Uncle Sam, because the tax code, unfortunately, is very complex. But the good news is that there are up to 475 tax breaks available for business owners, and unfortunately, most people, we don't go to school to get educated on that.
Right.
So that's what we do. We also take an educational approach to showing business owners, whether you're a sole proprietor, LLC, SC Corp, on how to take advantage of those breaks so that you can keep more money. And then also what's great about my team and I, we also like to help our clients grow their business, because we believe that if our clients grow, then we can grow as well. That we don't like it when a client just gives us money. We like to understand your business so that we can also refer you to potential power partners or clients as well.
Okay, great. And beyond taxes, is there anything that you're doing?
Beyond taxes, yeah. So
Financial planning, things like that.
I am currently the president of two networking groups here in San Diego called Edge Up Network. So shout out to Bob Friedenthal. He's also my business coach. And so we use 21st century technology, mainly LinkedIn, to help you target your ideal client and power partner. And I'm also the treasurer for the Central San Diego Black Chamber of Commerce. And we just had a proclamation on February 7th. So now every year, February 7th, it's the Black Chamber Day here in San Diego.
That's fantastic. So it sounds like you're bringing a lot of value beyond just getting your taxes done.
Yeah, I do my best.
Okay. So how long have you been in the business, and what was it like when you first got started?
Okay. I've been in business for about it'll be 2 years in March. So I started as a side and it became my main. So I've been licensed as a CPA for over 10 years.
Okay.
It'll be 11 come May when I took the oath. And so I started out as a side business. I was working in corporate America, and it became my main after I got to the point where I realized that in corporate America, it didn't benefit people to collaborate, because you're competing to get up to the top of that pyramid. But being in business for myself, when I decided to go full time December 2015, that I can bring value to business owners, and to where I don't, they may make more money than me, and that's fine. But I'm helping them save money and bring value to them, their business, and their family. So that's why I do what I do.
Fantastic. And what has been your biggest surprise in owning your own business as opposed to being in corporate America?
Wow. I guess a couple of things. One is making sure that you manage your time, because it's so easy. You can go to extreme and be like, you know what, I don't feel like waking up early and putting in my time.
Right.
And then also just starting out, managing your cash flow. Even though I'm a CPA and I'm pretty good with money, how expensive it is to run a business.
Sure.
Really surprising.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a point. And what would you say your customers would remark on? What do they love about your business? Obviously, you're kind of springboarding that financial relationship.
Right.
You're trying to build partnerships. What would your clients say about that, do you think?
They like that I'm honest with them. So if I don't know something, I'll say, hey, I don't know that, and I need to go look that up, because the code is so big.
There's a lot to know.
Yeah. And sometimes reading those publications even puts me to sleep. So I have insomnia. I just read one of the IRS publications that takes care of that. So, managing my business with honesty, integrity, and just also the fact of collaboration. And then lastly, just being able to help my clients find, new clients and, partners, whether it's, Now the client that's having difficulty with payroll, so now I'm putting her in front of another payroll provider.
Mm-hmm.
So I take care of things like that for them. So.
Very nice, very nice. And what's a memorable experience you've had, whether it's a great success or just something crazy that happened?
I mean, I got to think about that. So I don't want to share any crazy stories.
Sure, I suppose there's a bit of a client privilege.
I know, because in case my clients are watching, I don't want to put their business out there.
Right.
My most memorable experience would be the first time I got to be on TV here in San Diego when I met Ty Hines, who is the producer and host of the Neighborhood SD, which you can watch on CW6 at noon every Sunday. And so when he approached me about, putting a free financial tip on TV, I was blown away. And when we had that party out at Barbecue House in Ocean Beach, and seeing myself on TV, yeah, it's a great spot. And seeing myself on TV for the first time like that just really blew me away because I watch a lot of NBA, and then my sister Pierre, she used to be on the news, and so I was accustomed to seeing my sister on the news, but I never thought that I could be on TV, especially as an accountant, because it's like, who wants to watch an accountant on TV? Most accountants, they got the little pocket protector, they got to wear glasses, and they talk funny, and they don't want to talk to you. So being able to break that stereotype, I think that was the most memorable experience for me.
That's fantastic. And what are your plans for your business? What do you want people to know about the future? What's coming up?
For the future, I would like to. So my goal is that we're continuing to expand in San Diego. So I've had to expand my team. I've had to add some tax preparers since our business is growing, which is great. And in long term, we want to be basically up and down the 5 between San Diego and Los Angeles. So as we have a bigger team, we'll be able to serve that. And then I'm going to be changing my business name because Bedrock Assurance. More people know me as my trademark name, Your Favorite CPA. So I'm going to be changing my business name so my legal name will be my name, and then my marketing name will be Your Favorite CPA since I own that trademark. And I've had clients and partners tell me, we actually know you more as Your Favorite CPA than your own name.
Right.
So
go
with what works.
Right.
Keep it simple.
That's fantastic. So be on the lookout for some branding changes, but something easily recognizable and memorable. That's fantastic. Now, what do you think is something most people don't know about the CPA practice? There's probably a lot.
I know, because I've not watched The Accountant, but I heard it was pretty good.
Yeah, that'd be a whole different interview.
I think what most people don't know is that most people think a CPA is just a numbers cruncher, but you have to be, you have to be a problem solver, and you have to be somebody that people can trust, because when you talk about numbers, you get to learn about everybody's life. And so I hear stories about family drama, marital drama, about why they don't have money, and learn about their business partners. So just learning to, you got to be able to. You got to stay even keeled, because sometimes I hear stories that this one last shot's like, are you kidding me?
Right.
And so just know that being the trusted advisor, and know that you have to be a good listener, because at the end of the day, anybody can do taxes. You have all these registered tax preparers. But when people want a CPA, they want the not only financial strategy, but know that they can trust you, because basically we're just like an attorney, because that's, like you mentioned earlier, the CPA client privilege. I can lose my license for disclosing my client's business without their consent.
Sure.
So they have to know that they can trust me, even if I know who they compete against or who they do business with, or if I know their wife or whatever. That they know that we don't talk about their business. We look out for their best interests, and we just have to be honest with them.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, and I mean that's a light bulb for me too, because you do think real estate being one as well, but accounting in particular is a bit of a stereotyped profession, and you think of somebody who's just banging away at a calculator. But you're dealing with a lot of people in emotional times. I mean, you're dealing with money, which can be that, and you're probably a counselor as well.
Yes, I've had to wear that hat, but I'm not a licensed counselor. And sometimes I have to put boundaries, tell people, say, hey, we advise your taxes. If you got a medical situation, we can refer you to a relationship coach. We actually do have a relationship coach we do some people to sometimes.
Very nice. Yeah, and Melody, thanks for your comments as
well.
Thank
you, Melody.
TV, really is a game changer for business.
Yes, it is.
Who are some of your biggest business role models, and why?
I like Damon John since he's a black business owner. Um, I didn't grow up in the hood. I grew up in the suburbs, but seeing a prominent black professional be on a show like Shark Tank, because there's not a lot of our media doesn't really promote a lot of African American business owners. So seeing him, I also like I like Warren Buffett because he has 2 rules about making money. Rule number 1: don't lose money. Rule number 2: don't forget rule number 1. Okay. I also like LeBron James because he's really good at his branding, how he controls his brand and how he can dictate terms. I may not always like his behavior, but LeBron has been really good at, taking his money and making more. He's got a production business. He owns Blaze Pizza. He's got a lot of businesses. So he's used his influence, and he recognizes that his basketball career is such a finite time that he's capitalizing on his brand.
Truly.
And then the last person I like is actually Colin Cowherd, who's on FS1. A lot of people don't know. Colin Cowherd, he said in his show, he's an S corporation. And what I respect about him is that he left ESPN because he couldn't control, he didn't get the rights to the content. So he's broadcasting podcasts, but he wanted to have the rights to it.
Okay.
And ESPN didn't give that to him. So he set up an S corporation. And so Fox has given him some ownership rights. So now he gets to monetize off his own podcast separately from his contract, and he can choose who can advertise and he gets some of that money as well. So I like how he controls his image and his brand. I think that's very important in business.
That's really interesting, and I did not know that. And I imagine in your position, even before people get into being a corporation or an LLC or something like that, getting your advice on something like that before pulling the trigger, I imagine, depending on your situation, one is much more beneficial than the other.
Absolutely. Yeah. And, it's not a one-size-fits-all because, we've had people say, well, so-and-so is this, but that doesn't necessarily work for you.
Right.
Some people, so most realtors should actually be S corporations, but that's not sort of the day. But certain businesses should be a C because, they can have, it's easier for them to get funding. And some should only be LLC, but with the C or S corp treatment for legal purposes. So it just depends. And that's what we like doing. We like being able to help people figure out what's the best fit, just like when you go to, so I have to go to Big and Tall store, and so, which is an adventure, but I make sure I get the suit that fits me best. Otherwise, I'll look silly. I could have a suit that has sleeve up to here, and I'll have pants up to, above my knee.
Right.
It doesn't look good.
It might be a nice jacket, but if it
I mean, what fits you is not going to fit me.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Okay, and what do you love about being an entrepreneur, and what advice would you give to future entrepreneurs?
What I love about being an entrepreneur is just the ability to help people. And my advice is something that my business coach told me about 6 months ago when we first started working together in the networking group, is that, you don't want to be the person that just has their hand out. You want to be able to send back business. So to my young entrepreneurs that are starting and want to be in the game, make sure that people think that you're not a black hole, that you're actually helping them. And so I enjoy helping understand someone's business. I don't need to be an expert, but I like to understand someone's business because it helps them figure out, the kind of tax breaks. Because, for instance, SEO company can capitalize things different than, say, Melody's business.
Right.
She's on the thing. And so understanding, and then once I understand, help them find clients to grow their business. Because people really appreciate that. Because it's one thing for me to take their money, but a lot of people told me CPAs aren't really sending them business, so we like to be different and send them back business as well. And
that's a common thread with the real estate business as well. And if you can come from a place of contribution and build that relationship, then that's going to go a lot further than just even doing the core part of your job well. Obviously, you want to do that, but to have a synergistic relationship is really important and beneficial. Now, as far as Pacific Beach, we're on Park Bench Pacific Beach, and so this is a chance for us to talk a little bit about that neighborhood.
Oh man, I love that neighborhood.
Yeah. What do you love about Pacific Beach?
One of my favorite places to eat out in San Diego and hang out, which I can't do right now with tax season because I got clients.
Yeah, it's busy time. So
we'll pretend I don't show up there, but I love the backyard.
Kitchen and tap back there. Kitchen and tap right there. Yeah.
I love that. I love the because what I like about it has that feel of South Beach without the pretentiousness of South Beach. So I actually spend time South Beach on business before, and so I like that, and I like the energy
Mm-hmm.
and the great views of the water out there. It's just,
Right.
it's just magnificent.
Terrific. Yeah, I love that spot as well, and you see more of those places coming in now.
Yeah.
In a bit of a kind of a renaissance there with good beer and good food.
Oh,
coming in.
absolutely.
Yeah, and it's a bit of a crossover, but besides the backyard, what do you like to do while you're down in PV?
Well, been eating a little too much lately, so but besides that, I like to walk around.
Mm-hmm.
Which right now is few and far between because of tax season. But it's nice just to walk around, after eating and drinking and just seeing what's going on. And then, sometimes I go to night spots, but I'm in my late 30s, so they're starting to call me old man. They see the gray in my beard, so I got to start finding different places.
I feel your pain, but I don't know that we do. I'm right there with you. I've been in TV for 13 years. I'm in my late 30s. I started as a young bachelor. I've got a family now, but
Congratulations.
But there is a place for us at Pacific Beach. Absolutely.
Yeah,
and like we were talking about that change with backyard. Some of the 2-for-1 beer and stuff places that cater more to the college crowd, are being replaced with things that are a little more, sophisticated, and so we can
absolutely.
Yeah.
After tax season, though.
After tax season, that's right. That's right. Yes, he's working.
Yes, it's working.
Now, lastly, is a San Diego business person.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think it's important for people to shop local with their San Diego businesses?
I think it's important because, first of all, I don't know if a lot of people notice, but 70% of businesses in this country are small business. You should think of the corporations, but they only make up 30%. So the heartbeat of any city is a small business. And the best way for money to stay in the city is to support the small business owner. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I think it's important, because without the small businesses, what will end up happening over time is places like Walmart they'll come into your neighborhood, and then they replace those higher paying jobs that the small business were providing with lower paying jobs. So you want to be able to see people do well, and you want to make sure that way the money's staying in the neighborhood, because when you have some of these big corporations, the money they come to your neighborhood, right, but they're not investing in the neighborhood. The money walks out the door. Right.
And you made a really good point that I think is lost on me sometime as well. You think of big guys as being the majority of the business, and it's not true.
No.
So they just tend to be the biggest and loudest. So right. Supporting that local business supports the underpinning the bottom of that pyramid.
Right, and some people can get upset about spending a couple extra dollars in a small business, but again, if you're willing to spend just a little extra, the difference you see in your community, so you can also create more jobs within your neighborhood. I don't want to sound like a politician, but that's just a fact. Yeah. If you got a guy selling, shoes in Pacific Beach, you'd rather give him the business and go to the big mall.
I agree.
And you'll get better service. And they're from the neighborhood. They'll remember your name. Yeah. They'll give you the time and attention. So that's why you want to go with the local business.
Absolutely. And one thing a lot of people don't do that you might try next time you're in your local shop where you know somebody is ask for the locals discount. A lot of places will be happy to give you a little break if they know you're from the neighborhood. It doesn't always work, and you want to be a good sport about it, but it is something that a lot of places will do. They don't advertise it, but it can happen. So. As far as anything else you want to say or share with us about your business before we wrap things up?
Oh, man. I just want to say, first of all, thank you, San Diego, Pacific Beach, for supporting us. We look forward to growing with you. If you want us to help you through taxes, you want to catch us early, not later, because we do have a early bird special. And
okay, great, and we'll get that on the side as well. And contacts. How can people reach
you?
Okay,
so best way to contact me. Call me. My local number here is 619-800-6852. You can follow me personally. If you look up Eric Pierre, you can follow me there and send me a direct message. I also have a business page on Facebook, which is Your Favorite CPA. And then we just unveiled a new website, so we hired Explore That Store to create the website, and they did a great job. And the website's easy to follow, www.yourfavoritecpa.net. If you put .com, you get some old crusty website from a CPA in Dallas.
Got it.
So it's yourfavoritecpa.net. That's how you find me and my team.
Wonderful. And we'll get all that information in the comments and whatnot below, so you won't have to circle back. But thank you so much for your time, Eric. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's been a pleasure, man. And
all right.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your day as we go into the weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Take care.